What's up, everybody? It's May 18th, Monday. Kind of a gloomy day here in Chicago, pretty chilly, 59 degrees or something like that. So I'm outside checking out the damage from yesterday. So yesterday we had a ton of rain, and we've got this creek on the side of our house over here that was just dumping, like you could go whitewater rafting on it, so it was ridiculous. But just checking out the damage in the backyard. Our seawall right here, which the water, we usually have like 4 feet of a beach, and then there's the seawall and then the yard, but the water was so high that it came up above the seawall. So we had a bunch of stuff out in the yard that I had to clean up. So that's always a pain in the butt, but it's a part of living on the lake. So I'll take the good with the bad, I guess. So give you a little update on the grass. I did a seeding video a couple weeks ago. It's gonna show you the progress on that. The only spot it hasn't come in is right here because there's a tree root right there, but everything else is looking really good. It's all full, thick throughout there. Here, take a look at this. It's way better than it was. Still a few spots where the grass is still coming up because it was cold last week, but that should all fill in by the end of this week. The backyard right now, quite honestly, looks better than I've ever seen it since we've lived here in the last 7 years. It's cut at a 1/2 inch, so it's really low. And when I started cutting that low, I was worried that it was gonna scalp or it was gonna make the grass turn yellow or it wouldn't be able to handle it. But honestly, I think it's so cool. It's like having a fairway from a golf course in my backyard. But honestly, I went golfing last week, and I think our lawn looks better than the golf course. So like I said, the grass is really short right now. It's super dense and thick. You can barely pull it apart and even see any of the dirt. You got the landscape coming back. I like to have things look tropical. Even though we're in the Midwest and our climate's not the best, we get about 6 months of pretty good weather. So I like to try to take advantage of those, and I try to make it feel like Florida in the backyard. So another reno update. A little over a week ago, it was 9 days ago, is when I cut out this grass in the front here and I leveled it all. You really can't even tell where I cut. It looks pretty good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Now I've noticed a couple other low spots after we got all that rain, that water pools up a little bit. And that's the main reason you want to get rid of those low spots, because if water pools up, especially in the summertime, you're going to get fungus issues, you're going to have other problems that you're gonna have to deal with. So that's why I like to try to get the lawn nice and level, and it's easier to mow. It's more enjoyable to mow when the grass is nice and smooth. Here's the area that was leveled. It's still a little thin in a few spots, but I overseeded it with some perennial ryegrass, just like I did the backyard. So I did that last Wednesday, so that was 5 days ago. So right now we're starting to see some of those little seedlings start to come up. It's a little overgrown right now, could probably use a mow. So I'm pretty happy with the way the front yard's looking now. It always takes a while longer for this to look good compared to the backyard because it doesn't get quite the sunlight that the backyard gets. These trees in the front give it a lot of shade, so it usually comes back a little bit later. I put down some humic acid, some humic fulvic acid from Simple Lawn Solutions about 2 weeks ago. I think that stuff worked really well. It helps your grass absorb those nutrients from the fertilizers that you put down, and it amends the soil a little bit to make it healthy. So it's gonna do things like prevent fungus or prevent any kind of disease problems that could come up in the summertime. Because cool season grass like I have really enjoys this temperature like this, where it's around 60 degrees to 70 degrees. Once it gets above that, it kind of stresses it out a little bit. So now's when I want to try to build up that root system and get the plant nice and healthy going into the summertime. The last part of the lawn that I haven't really shown very much yet on this channel would be this area behind me right here. So it's just a small area, but it gets nice full sun. It was actually featured last year on the Scott's Fertilizer Company. They posted it on their Instagram and their Facebook, so that was pretty cool to have that opportunity to be on there. So I'm gonna put some stripes on this today. So the rest of the yard, didn't really want to mow with the rotary mower, but this area I think is gonna be okay. So I'll show you how I do that with my regular mower with the striper on the back to make it look cool. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.